we come to the biggest gem event in the world, the Tucson Gem Show. It's where collectors and gem lovers gather to find the most exotic and rare stones on the planet. But don't worry, you don't need to book a trip to Tucson because we're bringing our best discoveries to you.
Join your favorite gemstone brands for the Tucson Gem event. Starts Saturday at 11 p.m. only on HSN.
You might just find your next treasure.
I'm Joy. I'm a mother, that's first and foremost. I'm curious, always curious. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm an inventor. So when I'm designing product, it's all about making everyday life simpler. I guess that's just how I look at things. I find a lot of inspiration from just living my everyday life. And I think, boy, every day's a gift. Make joyful discoveries every day.
You're not gonna dance? Not a little shimmy? Not a nothing? No, oh darn it. I tried, everybody, just for everyone's entertainment this evening.
Well, mostly for yours.
Mostly for mine. Mike Mizak is joining us. We're gonna keep him in his comfort zone, everybody, which is coin collector. And we are bringing you some of the most rare, collectible, distinctive, and unique coins this evening with our resident numismatist, Mike Mizak. Always great to have you here at HSN.
Always great to be here.
He started to beat up sweating when he heard I might make him dance. Right now.
Although I'm a pretty staid guy. So
you are. Annie's like, she's like, oh, if Robin gets him to dance, I'm like, you know, what's going on here? All right, well, let's keep on track because we're gonna talk this adorable combination of Mickey and Minnie. And this is the ticket to my heart. And it is adorable, it's collectible, it is obviously a Disney piece, which is always makes it more collectible, but perfect for Valentine's Day.
Couldn't be more Disney.
Yeah.
And understand, we've been doing Disney collectibles for a long time. Right. And just the process of something becoming a Disney collectible is pretty intense. Because, I mean, one of the reasons Disney is what it is that incredible attention to detail that is just always just spot on, just always exactly perfect. And this is absolutely no different. From the coin itself, which is done in the heart shape, and let me pop this out and show you, this is actually a coin. It's done in solid silver. It's struck in pure proof. It's 1 ounce pure silver that you're going to see right there. And then you have love in the background with Mickey and Minnie, and then the colorization that's right over the top. And then they have this, you know, it's a ticket to your heart. Well, of course it's Disney, so they include a ticket. So you can have that right there. It gives all the specifications right there. Limited edition, as you can see right down there, only 10,000 for worldwide distribution. Now, we're one of the largest distributors of this. I'm down to 350, 375 pieces is ultimately what it comes down to. The edition is in essence sold out through the distributors as we speak. And look at this right here. There's Mickey and Minnie. And like I said, every single attention to detail that we have with Disney that you're going to have right there.
So officially licensed.
Oh goodness, yes. Of course, that's everything here at HSN. You know, HSN has a pretty extensive process to make sure everything is just so. Even the exterior box that you're going to have right there, as you can see, every single part of this.
Do you have your Mickey socks on?
I do, of course.
He has his Mickey socks on.
Of course, I always have my Mickey socks on. Every show I've ever done.
See, it's a ritual for Mike. Mike is a huge Disney fan.
Yeah, absolutely. As well, you know, I proposed to my wife in Disney. I've been to the parks 1,000 times. I'm a huge Disney collector. So that's one of the reasons I like to include them. And for all the shows I've done, for all the quarter century that I've been doing it, I always wear a pair of Mickey Mouse socks.
See, so these are very...
It's my lucky socks.
They are, I love it. I like to expose the softer side of Mike Mizak, but I think it's endearing. I think this is a coin that for, you know, years to come, generations to come, it's a symbol of your love for someone that you give it to. And I think with that being said, to know that it's all officially licensed, you're getting this specialty packaging that is distinctive, unique, collectible, rare, and you're getting a limited edition of only 10,000, so not everyone can have it. Definitely take advantage of this special opportunity, especially with Valentine's Day right around the corner. You'll be able to get it in time and be able to gift it as well. So 597944 is your item number, but we're gonna share with you something I was watching with you and Debbie Denham last night.
Isn't this great?
And I fell in love with this coin, Mike. Go ahead.
One of the things I like from a coin geek standpoint,
yes.
you know, which is ultimately what I am at heart, is the incredible limited edition of this. And while obviously the Disney edition at 10,000 is phenomenally kind of ridiculously limited, there's 1,000 of these is all there are. You can see, and each certificate, as you can see right here, is individually numbered as well. So this is also, I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. That probably won't stand up. But you see this, that it is an actual silver dollar. Now this one, I was able to get about 15%, and look at what this is, and you have that love is forever, but I love kind of the, and you know, it's almost like a coin applique, if you will.
It is, Mike, for all, and I mean this fondly, I do not mean this in a mean way, for all the coin geeks out there, get this for any woman in your life, and she'll never be mad at you again for buying coins.
Oh, goodness.
Right?
Oh, so free pass, this is a free pass coin.
This is like a free pass coin.
Nice.
I mean, honestly, when you see, I mean, there's just something so romantic. I think even if you're proposing to somebody, I mean, imagine putting the diamond ring in here with the coin, and then this is marking and celebrating your moment when you got engaged. I mean, I just started coming up with all these ideas last night.
I may just keep one of these because it's my silver anniversary this year.
You should. Oh, Mike, definitely.
In like 3 weeks.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so special. I might cry. I love you. I love you and Annie, and I think that's so sweet. I'm very romantic.
You just might cry.
I just might cry.
Okay, of course she's probably watching, so I just want to ruin it.
You just ruined it, but she won't mind. But even the box, Mike, like the presentation is beautiful. We only have 150 of these to go around, and that is it.
Yeah, unfortunately, and already a big chunk of those have already sold. With everybody on the phone, we're getting pretty close on this. And look at the certificate. That's the thing I like. Only 1,000 in the limited edition, solid silver, 9995 fine that you're going to have. Comes with the collector box, and even the display box I really like as well. There's the specifications that you're going to have, and even the display box is just absolutely stunning is what you're going to have. But keep in mind the rarity of the coin itself, and it is actually a coin. The fact that there's only 1,000 of these coins from a numismatic standpoint. Look, if this was an American eagle that was heart-shaped, 100,000 wouldn't be enough. I know that for a fact. 250,000, 500,000 wouldn't be enough. So when there's only 1,000 of these, a limited edition, like I said, with this beautiful,
it's very well designed.
Yes, and the enameled flowers that come up the side right there, and like I said, it is an actual silver dollar. So it's just one of those great collectibles. Like I said, we've only got about 12 dozen of these remaining. So in time for Valentine's Day, guys.
Go for it.
Go for it. This is a good one for you.
You heard it here.
This is a good one for you.
You're stumped. You know, not only are you giving her money in collectible pieces, I mean, under, not even, like as Mike said, 12 dozen left, but the limited edition is 1,000. So 597950 is your item number. Now, this is one of Mike's creations, which he's always very excited about. We also have auto ship we'll be talking more about, but this is still to come. This is the Silver Eagle that has been set into, which is actually removable. Like, it's actually a design feat, just the way this is done.
It's a 2-ounce silver bar that holds an actual American silver eagle. So it's a 2-ounce silver bar that actually holds an American eagle. And the way we've machined it is it doesn't injure or hurt the silver eagle in any way. And we give you the opportunity to do this with an auto ship so you can get every silver eagle back to 1986 at the same exact price.
And that's 3 ounces, because then you include the 1 ounce of the coins.
And
so
many of the coins, like the 1996 Silver Eagle, I mean, you know, you could pay as much as that for that coin.
Right.
And you still get the 2-ounce bar, and just the design of that, I'll get to that, is pretty amazing. To come. All right, well, when we talk about the #1 best-selling coin of all time, it's our Silver Eagle. And this is your early release in the highest possible grading at Mint State 70, and it's your 2018, and it's done by NGC. But this is an HSN exclusive. Only here are you getting this flag core. So patriotic, so beautiful, and under $100 at $99.95. It's interesting. We debuted our flag core label on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
When we did our today's special on New Year's Eve, and it has kind of set the collecting world on its ear, if you will. And the reason for that is what has happened over the course of, oh, I don't know, probably the last 10 years or so. What has happened is you have this kind of plethora of labels that are out there. This incredible explosion of the different kinds of labels. And so people are doing this. And the interior, the core of this basically didn't change. It was white, there was some blue, there was some red ones that held the coin. And then the labels were, there was flag labels and bridge labels and this labels and that labels. And I decided, you know, what we want to do is have an exclusive product, something that I'm the only one on the planet that can sell. Something that I think looks great, which I think this does, that sets it apart from a collectible and value standpoint. And that's exactly what we have. We have the core of this, and this isn't painted, this core that holds this special polyethylene that's in there, that holds the coin and protects the coin, is going to be the flag design. And I'm the only person that's allowed to sell this, NGC. Nobody even has a flag core. And NGC, of course, one of the most popular grading companies out there. So if you want a flag core, you can find flag labels, you can find all this. So what we have is the 2018 Perfect American Eagle. Of course, comes with the red oak presentation box. And it is early release, so it has to be one of the first coins that are released. And then we've done this in the flag core, and when I said, you know, you get this incredible plethora of labels, there's one core, flag, one label, that's it, with the eagle in it. All said, all done, all in, that's all that there is going to be. If you go out there and look, okay, and you try to look, if you go out there and look for, let's say, flag label, I mean, there's going to be a billion of them, right? Okay, they're all different things, this and that, but if you look at flag core, it's this, and the only other flag cores that you see out there, the flag cores that you see out there are, of course, going to be more money this, and why is that? Because they had to buy them from us. They had to buy them from me. Okay. Particularly in the early release, like I said, with this right here. So that is of crucial importance. If you go, I was looking at one of those auction sites, right? And they had this same coin at $139 because they bought it from us for 99 bucks. And of course, no box. You're on your own, so you got to buy the box from us for $14.95. So that's important. That's desirable. That's collectible. So what we have is a brand new, this is a paradigm shifting coin. Now let's talk about the coin itself. So we have the brand new 2018 American Silver Eagle. And we have it certified Mint State 70. People always ask me, what does that mean, the Mint State 70? Well, in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? Condition. That's right. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. And we grade on a 70-point scale. So this coin is perfect. So not only do you just get an American Silver Eagle, but you get one that's certified perfect. And people always ask me, what does that mean in terms of value? And all I can do is tell you about other American Silver Eagles in terms of the value. Okay? And if you take a look at a 1986 American Silver Eagle, I can sell you that coin in Mint State 69 certified for about 79 bucks, 89 bucks, something like that. In Mint State 69, but in Mint State 70, when we sell them here, they're $500. And what's the difference? Collectability. Everything else is based on grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, and this coin is certified absolutely, positively perfect, Mint State 70. And only about 2.5 minutes left on the clock for everybody to jump in. Also, keep in mind, today, I know, Mike, I don't know if you remember this, but we have $5 fill your cart shipping and handling. So typically, I get to the honor to work with Mike a lot because I enjoy working with him. I enjoy collecting coins. We are normally excluded in these offers for coins. Normally they'll have a little exclusion and they'll say, oh, no, coins don't count. Today, coins count. So you spend $5 and you can fill your cart as much as you would like. So we love that finally we get to be included here with coins at HSN with that special offer on the shipping and handling. So take advantage of there. You still get a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. Typically in the world and realm of coin collecting, that does not happen either, right? Right. I mean, you buy it from somebody and go, you know, I don't know, you turn around and again, it's like, who are you? I've never seen you before. Right. You know, short-term memory. Yeah, the short-term memory loss if you buy something from a dealer and want to return the coin. Exactly. Or it's like, yeah, I can do that. I'll give you 89 bucks for it. I go, I just gave you 100. And they go, well, I don't even know who you are. So that's exactly what you have. But remember, what this does is, this is, like I said, this is paradigm shifting, folks. The flag core label, exclusively through me. You can't buy flag core from anybody on the planet except for me. So you have flag core label. You've got our one label. This is it. You have the Eagle label, and the only thing you can get is Silver Eagles in flag core right now. That's it. Just Silver Eagles in flag core. They're certified absolutely positively perfect, 70. You're going to get the red oak presentation box with each and every one of these. So by the time you put this is a brand new way to collect coins, folks. And when you see it out there, I saw some of these after we sold the original ones on the New Year's Eve edition that we had. Those have sold for as much as $189 after that, because understand it, $99. Everybody's going, is this a good deal? Is it the best deal? Can I do better? No. $99 for the early release, as you see right here, the early release NGC, $99.95. That's the deal. That's your thing. That's your opportunity. And so you need to get that. You need to get that right here at HSN.
And you can't get it anywhere else. Already coming in and getting 5-star reviews. And Mike, when you say the flag core, I know we're wrapping up, but the flag core, you just mean the actual holder, right?
The thing that holds
who's new to collecting coins.
That's right. That's what the core is in here. You may see flag labels, but you know, they just have to change the paper in here when they do the coin, and there's 50 different flags.
Yeah, so it's not like
one
peel and
flag
stick or
core.
something.
No, and what it does is it limits the quantity. It guarantees the price, okay? Because everybody's paid $99.95. It does all of those things, and that's what leads to the ultimate collectability of this product.
So 602034 is your item number. We also have 3 flexible payments, but we're moving right along. Don't forget the red oak presentation box comes included. But we also want to share with you I don't know who authorized this price, but we're going to take it. And we're not going to say
certainly wasn't me.
Yeah, we're not going to ask any questions. We're going to get rid of the evidence, and we're going to be really excited about it. So this is the 1999 to 2009 state quarter proof sets. Now we're taking $200 off, so a $200 savings, and we only have a limited quantity. I think 200 of them, and that's it.
They will sell out 216. I would order now. It's not just the state quarter proof sets. This is the complete proof set that has the pennies, the nickels, the dimes, the quarters, the half dollars, the dollar coins, all of those for 11 years.
Yeah, I counted the math up of the coins. I think it was like, ooh, Pat, I can't remember. Yeah, 147 or something like that.
$2 a coin.
Yeah, it was a really good deal.
I'll show you that's a pretty good deal.
It is. Yeah. All right, so stay tuned. If you'd like to order early, please take advantage of the $5 fill your cart opportunity there, which applies to coins this evening. We're going to move into, are you ready? Are you ready for some prestige? Are you ready for the $100 Platinum Eagle coin? This is the Proof 70 Deep Cameo, first day of issue, limited edition of 198. But Mike, this is solid platinum, right?
Yes, 1 ounce. Of pure, not just solid.
Is this a new design?
Pure platinum. It is, and that's what I want to discuss. Okay, this is a very important coin, a very, very, very important coin. The United States government has been making the Platinum Eagle since 1997. It has traditionally, of course, had Lady Liberty on the front, and then a kind of a rotating design of the eagle on the back, different eagle designs by various years. What they decided to do this year is they decided to do a 3-year series of the American Platinum Eagle, okay? Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness.
And this is life.
This is life. This is the first year. This is a 1-year only design. Folks, there are only 20,000 of these coins that will ever be made. And of those 20,000, which are an absolutely assured sellout from the United States government, there are only going to be 198 that are going to be annex, first day of issue, individually numbered. We have 4. We already have 4 sold.
Yep.
Okay, we just have 4 sold, just like that. So we're down to. And I want to show you this. You'll like this, Robin. Look at the eagle design on the reverse.
Wow.
So rarely do we have
Soaring
this
high.
eagle in flight. Now, keep in mind, this is a $100 coin.
Oh, it's gorgeous,
The
Mike.
face value of this coin, as you can see, 1 ounce, pure platinum, and look at this. Now, the technology that we have on this, not only have we done this incredible obverse, but look at the reverse. And I don't know, we've sold a lot of coins together, and I don't really want to put you on the spot, but do you notice something different about the eagle?
It looks like it's more dimensional, like it's lifting up off the coin.
And what kind of eagle is it?
Oh gosh, a bald eagle?
Yes, and we can see that for the very first time.
Are you impressed?
See where they've done? Yes, well done. And like I said, I didn't really want to put you on the spot, but it's the technology that they're able to show that it's a bald eagle. The eagle has always been there, but we've never known it, and it has been, to be a bald eagle. I was going to say, you
can just even tell, like, in its feathers up around its head.
Right, and what they've done is they've laser engraved that part of the die right there to show this as a bald eagle.
Powerful.
Isn't that spectacular? And they've never been able to do that before. And when you turn it to the side, look at this. It almost looks
three-dimensional.
Isn't that amazing? And we've done this in pure platinum in a phenomenal limited edition that is a one-year-only design. We've always sold out the platinum coins. We have always sold out the platinum coins, but they were, 97, 98, and it was just an ongoing series. This is a 3-year series, but this one will only be made this year. Next year will be Life, next year will be Liberty, and then Happiness is the third one, and that will be the trio. Of course, you cannot collect all three if you don't have the first one. Already 5 of these have been sold, and I understand with the rarity, the collectability, the desirability, the exclusivity, understand you can't buy this coin anywhere but right here. The Annex PR70, perfect. So it's not just one of these rare limited edition pure platinum coins. It's certified perfect. It has deep cameo, additional designator of value. It's first day of issue. It's individually numbered to ensure its place within the limited edition. And oftentimes, people are just assuming when they see platinum, they just assume, of course, that it is platinum plated.
Right, nope.
Or platinum layered or vermeil or whatever else you want to call it. This is pure platinum through and through. Look at the thickness of that coin that you're going to have right there. And there it is. This incredible platinum $100 coin with all the technology that we've never been had available before from the United States. Man, it is a spectacular coin. Once again, absolutely spectacular, 1-year only issue.
Right. And Mike, talk to us the difference between proof and then a mint coin, like a mint state coin.
Well, proof, understand, is not a condition, okay? It is a method of manufacturing. They make proof coins differently. They're struck multiple times at higher pressures because they're presentation coins. As you can see, there's a West Point mint mark on this coin. And that's why you have this mirror finish. That's why I always put my finger down there just like that, so you can see that mirror finish, so you understand that it's a proof coin. It's been struck multiple times at higher pressure. Literally, they wipe the dies down every 5 to 10 coins. It's an incredibly precise method. Look at that. I love the technology. Look at the bald eagle. It's just it's unlike anything I've seen. It's absolutely magnificent. And then, of course, what you've got is you've got the pure platinum, you've got the limited edition, you've got the exclusivity. Every single thing about this, screams collectability. Like I said, an absolutely assured sellout from the United States government in this first of a trio of pure platinum coins to be made by the United States government. Like I said, this is Life, then you have Liberty and the Pursuit of Happiness, and this is the very first year in one and only 1 year only issue. That's all you have. Your
and they
opportunity
won't come back
here.
And make more.
No. Once they sell those out, that'll be it. And then it'll be next year's that'll be, like I said, will be Liberty next year. Once again, done in absolutely pure platinum.
And then what happens, Mike, normally someone will be late to the game and they'll move on to Life, Liberty, and Happiness, and you'll get Liberty, and then you're going to go, oh, I really want Life, and then the Happiness to complete the set. But now exponentially, that price will go even higher because there's only so many made every year of each.
Yeah, absolutely.
So and don't wait, basically.
Right, basically do not wait. Absolutely, positively the way to go with this. And once again, pure platinum, as you can see, 1 ounce pure platinum with the most incredible new technology. So you can see that it's a bald eagle, the new bald eagle design, 1 ounce pure platinum. And of course, still the most valuable part of this, while there's a backdrop of 1 ounce of pure platinum in this, please keep in mind that it's the perfect issue, only 198 for worldwide distribution. Put that all together, and that's your collectability, that's your desirability, and it's exclusive to us here at HSN.
And I think, Mike, a lot of us are really clamoring to own gold, platinum, silver, to be able to have that, and now to be able to have it in a brand new design makes it even more collectible and more rare. So continue to call in here. If you haven't heard, we're very excited for Coin Collector that we are offering today only $5 to ship your entire order. So typically this is not something that coins get included in because it's almost like coins are their own entity. It's really odd. I've questioned it. I've asked. I've begged, you know, when we have special offers, why can't we be included? And now we are. So even if you were to buy one coin, shipping is $5. Now any other coin you buy, you can fill your entire cart today and pay one price, which is $5. So that makes it a perfect opportunity that if there's a few coins you've been eyeing, definitely take advantage of that. We also want to move right into another flag core coin.
This is a big deal.
Now, this is different, right?
This is from the Congratulations set. Oh. And Pat, if it's possible, can we look up the 2016 Congratulations Eagle on hsn.com?
I didn't know there was like a congratulations.
Yeah, there's a congratulations set. And what they do is they make, they put in kind of different eagles. It's usually a proof eagle. Sometimes it's a special mint mark like it was in 2016. And they make a very, very limited number of these sets. And they've been very popular. And I'm going to show you the 2016. Now, I've sold about 100 of these. I had more of these than anybody. Look at the 2016 Congratulations.
What?
It's a customer pick at $2,000. Okay, that's from 2 years ago. Okay, there's a customer pick at $1,999.95.
Why is it so special?
Because it only came in the Congratulations set, and there was only 19,000 of those, or I'm sorry, 5,955 of those ever made, making it basically one of the rarest eagles by set.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the thing. They made 5,955 of those. This is the Congratulations set from 2018. Now they're going to make a few more than that, but not in early release. As a matter of fact, these in early release, the 2018s, are actually rarer than the 2012s. Flag Core early release Congratulations set, you cannot buy anywhere but right here at HSN exclusively 100%. I have 300 left. We had about 650 of these coins. That's all. I think the sum total, the entire population of this coin, because early release, it has to be from coins that were released in the first 30 days. The government had a very tiny, very small early release on this. They'll release some later in the year, but this early release will continue to be a phenomenal harbinger of value and collectability, in my opinion. And this coin in Flag Core, the only place you can get it, it's 100% exclusive to us here. Now, understand the regular Proof American Silver Eagle in early release, which I'm selling in the next hour, is $179. We'll probably end up selling thousands and thousands of those coins. I don't have thousands and thousands of coins from the Congratulations set. Please understand that. I've got now, we're under 300 coins. With everybody on the phone, I'm under 200 coins because they are available 100% exclusively from us in this early release. It is an incredible special designator of value that you simply cannot get anyplace else. First of all, you heard me talking about our Flag Core. I'm the only person on the planet that can sell Flag Core anyway. NGC is one of the premier grading companies out there, and what we did is we did a paradigm shifting, a brand new. We went kind of old school, if you will, and we changed the interior so that the core of this has an American flag on it. We have one label. Remember, it looks just like the other label, so you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, did I get the bridge label or this label or that label? The labels are the same, the core is the same, and we have just early release on this. It comes from that Congratulations set. Like I said, the one from 2016, we have those. They're $1,999. We've sold about 100 of those. We sold literally, there it is, look at that.
And it's a customer pick.
That's right. So you can see that it is a huge customer pick at $1,999. You and I sold these, I think, the very first time that we did it, and it comes from the Congratulations set. That's a big deal. Right. Well, not only does this come from the Congratulations set, but it's early release. If I had that coin in early release, I would charge probably $5,000 for it. Wow. Because very few of those coins came in early release, and this is the same way. When the United States government released this, we had the big ANA here in Tampa.
The coin show.
Okay, the coin show in Tampa. They released them basically at the coin show. And by releasing them at the coin show, they limited the quantities pretty substantially. And I was only able to get so many coins. We had to pay a big premium for those coins as well. So we had to pay for those coins, and we had to send them in. They had to meet the standards, as you can see, of early release. Then they had to meet the standards of perfect. So they weren't only just early release, but then they're Proof 70 Perfect Ultra Cameo. And then, of course, we have the entire flag core 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. Of course, comes with the red oak presentation box. So if you are a collector of in any way, shape, or form, this coin is substantially rare. As a matter of fact, there are in flag core early release, there are fewer than 1,000 coins in terms of the population of those coins, how many of those coins exist. And we always talk about, oftentimes talk here about the POP report or population report. Each one of these certification companies issue a report that tells you how many of the coins that they graded in each condition and from each year and in each type of coin. Other than flag core, many of those coins come in and they just go into a big basket of PR70. But flag core is an entirely different thing. It stands apart. It's on its own that you see right here. And remember, this is not just a proof Silver Eagle, but it's congratulations set and the early release. Those are the two key designators. Now, of course, after that, you want a coin that's certified absolutely, positively perfect. That, of course, you have. So you're going to have that as well. You want a coin that is unique. And of course, you have it with the flag core. People always ask me, and that's the thing, well, you know, how good's the deal? Well, $249.95, that's the price. That's what every single solitary one of these will sell for. You will see them out in the marketplace after we sell these out, but they will be more than $249.95 because they are NGC congratulations set. And like I said, just very, very quickly, that when it comes out of the congratulations set, it adds significantly to the value and collectability of the coin, as denoted by the 2016 Proof American Silver Eagle in PR70, we sell for $179. Okay. Out of the congratulations set, we sell it for $2,000. Wow. Okay, now we have it out of the congratulations set, early release, flag core, 100% exclusive, and there's fewer of these flag cores than there are of those congratulations set 70s in the population report as we see it right here, right now. So extraordinarily, extraordinarily busy, as you can imagine in this. So you have the opportunity to own a coin that nobody else can sell you, nobody else has in any way, shape, or form, that is exceptionally rare, that's a special subset of value and variety, which is going to be this congratulations Eagle, which is always going to be collectible throughout the year, but then you add in the early release designation to this, and that is where you get the ultimate collectability within this coin. That is the ultimate collectability because it has to come out of the first 30 days, and the government only released a tiny.
You how they know which ones are the early release? Like, do you buy
they either have to be sent to the grading company within the 30 days, or you have to send them in the original government mint shipping box with a postmark prior to the 30 days.
Oh, nice.
Because when the government, so what happens is coins that are
very methodical.
Very methodical. It's very, very, and it's very, very tight. I mean, there's no leeway in that whatsoever. So to be early release. So when I get something from the United States Mint, and I have to leave it in the outer shipping container so that it's marked and completely sealed with U.S. government tape with the postmark on it if I want to designate it early release. And so that is like an absolutely huge deal. So this early release in the congratulations set, because it was such a small demographic of the coin itself. I mean, there was only, I think there's maybe only 5,000 sets or so. It technically, as an early release, makes it as rare as the 2016 congratulations set, which we can look at one last time. I don't know if that's possible, Pat, if we can look at that one last time. We sell that coin from 2 years ago at $2,000. Technically, the early release.
Trend.
That's right. So you can see the trend. There were 5,955 of those coins made, and as you can see, customer pick at $2,000. Now I have this in early release. Now the entire issue won't be that way, but the early release is going to be literally rarer than the 2016 congratulations Eagle. And in the flag core early release congratulations set, there is one place on the planet that you can buy it, and it's right here at HSN. That's right, 100% exclusive, 100% exclusive to us. Get this, folks. You will see it again down the road. We'll sell ours out, and it will be more money because this is the issue price. It's the wholesale price. This is what everybody pays.
And you're already seeing just the sheer excitement and just response to this coin. Extremely limited quantity. Use that $5 flat rate shipping. Fill your cart with coins. And really, I mean, this is collectible. This is rare. This is that early release within that 30 days. Designating factor. Congratulations, a birth of a child, a graduation. Perfect coin to give with the red oak presentation box. All right, we also want to promote and share with you what else is coming up in the show. These were featured in the 2 a.m. hour with Debbie and Mike, and I'll have to tell you, they were extremely popular. I think we have the final quantity. Honestly,
we will sell these out.
Yeah, I was going to say, my recollection is when I'm with Mike and we feature the Indian head scents, they sell out every single time. I mean, they're always, am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong.
Okay, I didn't think so.
And this is the 20 years. Oftentimes we sell the 30 years, and this is only the second time I've sold this in the last 2 years.
Oh, so it's difficult to get this quantity.
And the last time was about a week and a half ago, and the only reason I have these is because we sold it a week and a half ago. I'll tell the story when we get to it.
Okay, so 422-263, if you want to start ordering early, by all means you can do 3 flexible payments of $33.32. Now, this next option that we have for you is very near and dear to Mike's heart. Why? He had some hands-on experience here creating this next choice for you. So difficult, not only in the engineering, how innovative the design is. It's your 2018 Silver Eagle in a 2-ounce silver bar. It is spectacular. It is so unique. And we also want to remind everybody, in a moment, we'll talk about auto ship because we're going to be able to give you an entire option with auto ship to get every single year of the Silver Eagle going back to the beginning in 1986.
And I'll hold the price at $199.95.
Really?
Yep, all the way through, including the 95, the 96, all the rare stuff. Because the Silver Eagle, I'll show you, you get the actual brilliant, uncirculated, original American Silver Eagle. And let me show you this real quick. Watch this.
Look at this.
The Eagle is absolutely, in essence, perfectly preserved, but it's being held, instead of in plastic, it's being held in solid silver. I'm going to tell you the quick story of this.
Okay.
2 years ago, in 2016, the Royal Canadian Mint, it was the 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle, and the United States government didn't do all that much. They put, you know, the edge lettering on it that said 30th anniversary, but that was it. So the Royal Canadian Mint contracted apparently somebody to do a 2-ounce silver bar like this that put in a 2016 American Silver Eagle. And they sold it for they made 5,000 of them. They sold them for $359.95, and they sold out. Wow. You can find them out there in the marketplace anywhere between about $350 and about $500 a piece.
From the Canadian Mint.
From the Canadian Mint. They only made, and it had an American Silver Eagle in it. So it wasn't like it was a Canadian coin. It had a 2016 American Silver Eagle in it. And that's what they did. And they only did the 2016, and it sold out. Other people have done some of the 2016s and used that same thing, okay? $199.95, you're just not going to find that price. Everything is, you know, it goes from, I don't know, maybe $220 to $400 or $500. Nobody can do $199, and nobody else is doing 2018. Right. You can see that it's held in this beautiful plastic holder. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the reverse of that coin. It's spectacular. And you have the actual American Silver Eagle in it. So here's the cool part. So there's a couple of people that are doing the 2016. Nobody's doing the 2018. If you'll notice, it says on the bar.
Can you just,
2018, I gotta tip that forward.
Perfect.
2018. Now here's the really cool part. And it comes, if I put it any further, the coin will fall out. There's the 2018 because that holds the Silver Eagle.
Right, and it doesn't damage the silver. It
doesn't damage it because it's perfectly machined. That's part of the expense of this. Okay. And then it comes with this special, we had to make this, okay, so that it holds the Eagle perfectly in place, just like that. It's $199.95. Now, here's the cool part. For the same $199.95, for the same $199.95, you can own every single American Silver Eagle going straight back. And so it'll say 2017, 16, 15, 14, 13, all the way back to 1986 at $199.95. Your price can never go up. Your delivery is guaranteed. You cannot get this anyplace except right here at HSN. Now, here's the cool part. It's going to come in this custom made, and understand, I mean, the mold for the for the plastic cost us like, I think it was 50,000 bucks or something to do the special mold to just make the custom plastic case just for this piece that you're going to have. So you have this, your price goes in with your second auto ship. You will get a custom box to hold your entire collection. You will get a custom box to hold your entire collection. The price can't be beat. Nobody else is doing anything other than 2016. I think someone put a Kruger ant, silver Kruger ant in there, and they're about $300 or $400. I don't know.
That was me.
I don't understand. But what you cannot get is any place else is a complete set of American Silver Eagles. And remember, the bar itself is pure 2 ounces of pure silver that is specifically and exactly machined to hold an American Silver Eagle.
Look how precise that cut has to be.
It's so precise so that it holds the eagle basically halfway in. As you can see, it's just slightly raised, and that's why we had to change and make that special thing. So you get, and your price, so you get a 1996 American Silver Eagle. You can pay almost $199 for that Silver Eagle. You're still going to get the bar. You're still going to get that. Every single one of these is $199 for the entire collection for as long as you choose to stay in the program. Let's say silver goes to $100 an ounce.
Right.
Your price is still $199.95 for as long as you choose to stay in the program. The obligation is ours. Your price can never go up. Your delivery is guaranteed. The opportunity is yours. You may, of course, cancel at any time, skip shipments, return them within the return privilege. You are in complete and total, utter control of your entire series. Get as many Silver Eagles as you want. We're going starting with 2018 and going right back, folks.
Right.
17, 16, 15, 14, all the way through.
So you'll have the complete set.
You'll have the complete set.
And think about how much silver you'll have.
Right. Well, I mean, each one of them is 3 ounces. We have well over 100 ounces of silver by the time it's done.
And then, Mike, the coin, the Silver Eagle, is brilliant uncirculated?
Gem brilliant uncirculated.
What's the difference?
Gem brilliant is a minimum mint state 65.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant uncirculated is mint state 63.
Oh, great.
Gem brilliant uncirculated mint state 65 at minimum. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular.
All the way back to 1987.
By the way, we already have about 500 people in this auto ship program.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
how many? Because I remember the last time we presented
we
this,
have like kind of a big number in there, but I can't accept more than 1,000 people total. Because given the price of silver, I have to own all of them.
Right.
You know, I can't take a chance of silver going to $75 an ounce, right, you know, because we're locked in the price. So when you buy this one, I got to buy the 31 behind it and make sure they're in the warehouse.
Because of that, we're going to scoop.
Oh, okay.
600152 is your item number. So continue to call in here. We want to give you a quick reminder of the 2018 Congratulations Silver Eagle. Mike, give us a little highlight on this.
You can't get it anywhere else. It's that special limited edition early release Congratulations set, and in the flag core. You can buy that one place and one place only on the entire planet. And that's going to be right here at HSN. Right here. We had 80 of those go in the last airing on that. About 80 of those going in the last airing, and many more people still on the phone. 100% exclusive to us. Total population of that well under 1,000 coins. And once again, in flag core, you can't get anywhere but right here.
So only here. So continue to call in there. We're going to move right into the last 20 years.
We just sold 20 more of these.
I know, they're always popular.
We sold 132 of them already.
We cannot keep them in stock.
Oh my goodness.
So these are your Indian head cents from 1890 to 1909 at $99.95. Read the reviews. These are a customer pick on hsn.com. If you want to own 19th century copper, this is the way to do it on 3 flexible payments of $33.32. And remember, one more thing, Mike, if you've already purchased a coin, guess what? You're getting $5 fill your cart. So now any coin after that, guess what? You're going to save. And you're also going to be able to take advantage of that 30-day money-back guarantee.
Okay, this has been amazingly popular on the day. 132 sold already. I had 500 of these, I think, about 2 weeks ago, something like that. We sold them out. And it's been the first time that I've been able to air them since like 2015 or 2016, right in there. And I said, that was it. They were so difficult to get. Because of that airing, I was able to get 475 more. And the reason is that the coin I can't get is the 1894. That's the hard coin.
Okay.
A dealer watched me selling this, guy I know. He says, by the way, Mike, you know, I've got a bunch of the 1894s. And I go, how much? And he tells me a price. He said, that's too much. He says, well, do you want them or don't you? And I said, okay.
He's got you over a barrel.
He's got me over a barrel because I can't find that coin anywhere else. This coin right here.
That's the beauty of being on TV.
That's 100% the beauty of being on TV.
Right.
So what I was able to do is restock this. Now I haven't gotten any more calls to be able to do this, okay? Right. So here's what we have. These are original Indian head cents. Starting in 1890, of course the Indian head cent started way before that, but from 1890 to 1909, the last 20 years of these Indian head cents. Now here's the deal. So each and every one of these coins, excuse me, I'm going to grab this coin right here. Each and every one of these coins is in their own individual airtight holder. Those are 59 cents. You can have 20 of those times 60 cents, so that's going to be 12 bucks. With the box, we have almost $25 in packaging. Mm-hmm. So I'll call it 20, 79 bucks. So with 20 coins, you're paying $4 a coin. You're paying $4 a coin for original Indian head cents, every one of them from 1890 to 1909. Now, in the nationally advertised catalog, when I look at this, the 1909 by itself is $31.50 in very good, and in fine condition, which is what most of ours are, $45 for that coin. And people ask me, why is that coin so incredibly expensive? Because in 1909 is when they started making the Lincoln cent. And they spent most of their time and energy doing the Lincoln cent. And so the Indian head cent was given short shrift that year, and they did not make that many of them. It becomes one of the keys to the entire series. And so we've got those. And so you go through here, and I have this, like I said, this nationally advertised catalog, and I just want to show you this right here. Okay. That when we get to the Indian head cents, they list basically all the Indian head cents, but then you go, and as you see right here, 1893, they skip 1894 and go to, I'm not the only one that has trouble getting 1894. 1894, and so I did this coin by coin by coin, and I could not even find over $200, no 1894. So if this one's basically, you know, $45 right here in fine condition, there's $45 in fine condition, and they're missing the 1894. You're figuring this is $220, $230, $240. We're 99. Now you understand why it's a customer pick. Now you understand why it takes me 2 years to stock them. Now you understand all that stuff. Now here's the problem. Okay, you got about 5 minutes here. I got about 300 sets left. We've sold almost 200. Right. So I had 470 sets, which is great. But the problem is if I had 1,000 sets, I could probably sell every single solitary one of them. Because what they're doing is they're ticking off 2, 3, 4, 5. People are buying them for their grandchildren. So remember, these are not just 20 different Indians or 20 Indians. People do that. It is specifically 1890, 91, 92, 93, 94. And like I said, counting in the packaging here, we're about $4 a coin. Okay? But the notice the lowest price of any coin in there, the 1908, 1907, are the two easiest coins. How much?
$8.25.
$8.25. So their price is double, right? Is double for what we have, because we're basically.
And that's why we're already below 300.
That's right, and it's going very, 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 very fast. We're about to, like I said, cross over the halfway point. About 296 left. I have hundreds of people on the phone. So this is one of those sets. If you've always been kind of a, well, I don't want to use the word marginal, but a casual coin collector, but you really wanted some real coins, this is the set, I think, that can put you over the top.
Just to clarify, Mike, we sell all real coins here.
Yeah, I understand that. But what we're talking about in terms of, you know, like if you're collecting change, if you've gone abroad or something like that, and you want to start with a real collectible American coin, every one of which is over 100 years old, every one of which is encapsulated in our own individual airtight holders, every one of which represents a specific year in American history, from 1890 to 1909, at basically, counting in the packaging, $4 a coin. This is going to be the set for you. This is where you want to be. And we're at the point now where we've sold over 200. I've only got about 260 left. So we're about halfway point, and we're quickly getting to the point that you can see right here where I'm going to have more people on the phone than I have got coins left. So this is just absolutely one of those. And once again, I looked at this and I took the lowest possible price I could find in the catalog. Coin by coin, $202.25. cents. No $18.94. Remember, that's the key coin.
We have the
We have the $18.94, of course. So I'm going to give you, if I'm going to give you the last 20 years, I'm not skipping any years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and give them all to you. I think that's a crucial important.
A connection, to clarify.
Right.
So because Mike has been in the industry for more than 2 decades, there are connections that are made that Mike is able to secure this quantity, and it's taken us a couple years to even be able to get them back in stock, to be able to have this configuration, to be able to have this price, and then to be able to get that 1984, or no, wait, what Mike, yeah, 1894 coming included in here on the 3 flexible payments of $13.32. These are going quick.
Well, and for you, it's easier to say 1984. You're just assuming 1984. That's an old thing, you know. That's.
I'm just dyslexic.
No, but it's 1894. How often do you see? Let's face it. If you see any one of these coins, let's say, let me just pick a coin. Let me just pick. I'll pick this coin for no particular reason. And let's say this was laying, and you go to a garage sale. And this was laying there and they had $5 on it.
Okay.
You know for a fact you'd pick it up and run up there and check out at the garage sale and say, look, I got this Indian head cent for $5. You know that that's exactly what would happen. And so when you get all of these that have been individually hand selected, been individually put into their own individual airtight holders that you see right here, now you understand the value that we've collated all of these coins for you at a tremendous value, including, like I said, the 1894, they have it no place in here.
Yeah,
they don't
it's not even in your catalog.
It's not even in the catalog. I just have this when I'm doing my coin by coin comparison. It's not available.
Yeah, Mike, don't you find it interesting, the notoriety of this coin, the Indian head cents? Like, even my grandmother is like, you know, we all know the Indian head cent. Like, if you have it in your change or someone had it, we know to hold on to it.
It's so iconic, I think, is the reason. And the reason is you can look at this. You can take this coin anywhere you want in the world, and you show this to somebody, okay? And you can show it to them, and they'll look at it and go, USA, United States. They know that it's, and the simplistic nature of this. So look at this. It is the Indian head motif, United States of America, and the date. Flip it over, 1 cent, and the wreath. That's it. It's absolute simplicity at its very, very, very best. And these are 100% original. This is 1891. They are not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form, folks. In any way, shape, or form. And I know we have 170 left. I know, and we'll maybe give you another 30 seconds.
That's not counting everybody in the ordering process either.
If we can show them how many have been sold, I think that's probably as an important a number as we have here. Well over 300 spoken for on the day, as you can see. So we have 316 sold. We're down to 149. Wow, that was 159 and 149 in like 1 second that you can see. We do have more people on the phone than we have quantity left. However, they could be ordering any one of our great coins until we get to complete and total sellout on this. We'll let it remain available.
And we want you to shop here with confidence at HSN. We want it to be fun, easy, secure. So whether it's on hsn.com, whether it's on your mobile app, you can secure your order. We'll send it directly to your front door. So continue to call in. It is a customer pick. So your fellow shoppers have really loved this set as well. So final call out here. If you want it, now is the time to act. 422-263. In about 10 minutes, we are going to share with you a huge item that is already, you know, kind of very popular, not kinda, is popular, and everyone is already ordering. Why? Because not only is it the state quarter-proof sets, but we have slashed the price by $200. So $200 off, customer pick, and those are unsolicited reviews. Our viewers love them, and they are highly rated, highly collected, and we have them back in stock, 117014. In about 10 minutes, you're gonna get to see those. We have the jumbo 5 ounces. Did you want to add?
Half a dozen of the quarters already sold. Okay. We only have 200. They will sell out.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the America the Beautiful big whoppers of 5 ounce silver. You don't want to miss it.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download. Say hello to something new. New is smart. New is gorgeous. New is delicious. New is so you. Shop now and discover the perfect new for you. Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Love shopping? Now there's more to love than ever when you shop HSN and QVC. More brands, more savings, more fun. Like this chance to win $100,000. Celebrate everything you love about shopping and find out more about the sweepstakes during our More to Love weekend, all day Saturday and Sunday on HSN and QVC.
I was just asking Mike what his wife's favorite thing to collect was, and he said the steak quarters.
She loves the steak quarters.
Steak quarters.
She's got
Does she like the really big jumbo size?
This is one of the coins that she likes a lot.
Isn't that funny? I knew I liked your wife because I like these too. And my first one that we got was at the Denver Mint when we were there, and they have the little gift shop outside of the Denver Mint. I purchased one of these. Not this one in particular, but I've been trying to collect them, and Mike, oh Mike, they get more and more expensive.
It's crazy. Well, if we look at the Hawaii coin from 2010, the 5-ounce Hawaii coin from 2010, I think we might have some there. I think they're about $579 if we even have something somewhere along that. The one thing I want to show you about this is 5 ounces of pure silver. Look at this, $9.99 fine silver, 5 ounces, over a quarter of a pound of silver.
Look at the sheer size.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That's a regular quarter. This is actually a quarter. This is a coin made by the United States government that is literally, quite literally a quarter, but it's over a quarter of a pound of silver. The United States government started the State Park Series, and they started the State Park Series in 2010. And inexplicably, for some reason, and I'm so glad they did because they created one of the great American collectibles, they started doing each one of those national parks quarters in 5 ounces of pure silver. It's like a really, really cool thing. But because it's 5 ounces of pure silver, they've made them in phenomenally limited quantities. There's some of the great American rarities. All the stuff from 2010. They're 5 ounces of silver. They made about 20,000 of them, or 22,000 of them, and those coins sell for anywhere between about $400 and $700 a piece. Well, what happened in 2017, they went back to that mintage. They only made about 20,000 of each one of the coins. Now, this is the last coin of 2017. I didn't even get to sell this in 2017. Because it had sold out. It came out towards the very end of the year. I finally got it in stock. And I have got, these are completely sold out from the United States Mint. This is my original issue price, as it was for the Hawaii when I released it, and 5 ounces of pure silver. They only made 20,000. If this was an American Silver Eagle, well, I can tell you, the 1995 W American Silver Eagle, they made 31,000 of. In this condition, it sells for about $5,000. It has 1 ounce of silver in it. This coin's about 30% rarer and has 5 ounces of silver, complete and total sold out, and not $5,000, but $199. And 95 cents. Like I said, they're long sold out from the United States Mint. I still have my original quantity and my original price. Understand, this combines fantastic and amazing intrinsic value with the rarities. One of the rarest, these are some of the rarest modern issue coins, and the vast majority of Americans don't even know they exist. You've been watching silver, it's up about, what, 10–15% over the last 6 or 8 weeks. It's a fantastic opportunity for you to own a coin that has got this tremendous backdrop of value. Now, I'm going to go very quickly. I wanted to introduce the 5 ounce coins. I have a couple of backdate coins. We're just going to spend about a minute a piece on these. So this one is 2016. Now people are saying, how is this $10 less? Silver was a little less. Understand, when I buy these,
able to hold your price.
I held my price. This is from my original quantity. I bought these in 2016. Now, I only have 150 of these to go around. I only have 150 at my original $189.95 price. So this is the Harper's Ferry. Now, Harper's Ferry, the 2016, I think the mintage on those were about 25,000.
Okay.
Still, rarer than any American Silver Eagle that the United States government has ever made in the regular series. So you have rarity, and that's why we started selling these. And a lot of people didn't even know they existed. Remember, 5 ounces pure silver. These are made by the United States Mint. Do not confuse these. You see people making these, you know, bars and all that other stuff. This is a United States Mint coin. This is a numismatic collectible.
It's hefty.
Well, it's over a quarter pound of pure silver that we're going to have.
They're just downright fun. Honestly, I mean, it's just unique and different.
And there's the 2016 now.
And we only have 150 of the Harper's Ferry.
I only have 150 of those. Now,
this one's even more limited,
this is even
Mike.
way more limited.
This is effigy mounds.
Effigy mounds. This is also 2017. My original pricing at $189.95. I have 44 of these remaining. That's all I've got in the effigy mounds. Once that sells out. Now, this coin, if I were to buy this in the marketplace, if we sold more than 44 of these, which we can't because that's all I have, but let's say I was to bring it back, I would have to be about $249, $269 because of the increase in price in the effigy mounds, because it sold out last year. It sold out almost a full year ago, and it's the only other 2017 coin that I'm able to offer tonight as well. This is the this is a national park in Iowa. These are kind of prehistoric Indians that we had right there.
They remind me of manatees.
Yeah, well, they made these animal mounds. It's really cool if you've ever seen them that just look like that, and that's why they're called effigy.
It does kind of look like a bear.
It's a bear. Yeah, there's a bear. There's a couple bears, and that's an eagle probably in there. And those were left. And that's why it was called. So they made them to look like? Yes, to look like animals. Yeah, they were animistic religiously.
Very artistic.
Yeah, very artistic. And those are thousands of years old.
That's cool.
Is what that comes down to. So
okay, now I like that more.
Yeah, that's